Aston Villa have a new shirt, and for the first time in a long time, I haven't bought it. Well, not yet anyway. By the way, I'm Sam, True Adventures. This is my new YouTube channel. If you're looking for reasonable Villa chat, then that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you want to like and you want to subscribe, that would be lovely. So the new Villa shirt's been released. It was leaked a few months ago, but you can never quite tell whether that is the real shirt or not until it really hits the shelves. Now, Villa released it with a really brilliant retro 1960s style announcement video with John McGinn doing squats, Unai Emery wearing a sports jacket. The whole thing was brilliant. In fact, Villa have been really good at this for quite a few years now. But the shirt itself is divisive. That's what we say, isn't it? When people don't like something, it's divisive. Plenty of people do like it. The main issue seems to be there's no claret sleeves. It's an all claret shirt with blue stripes. Now, for the past 2 years, the Villa shirt has been pretty much identical. In fact, I'd like to see what the sales for last year were, because I've seen plenty of people still wearing the shirt from 2 years ago, because they're basically exactly the same. And expecting fans to shell out upwards of 80-90 quid for a shirt that looks pretty much the same as last year is difficult to justify. So I can see why Villa have tried to do something different. Now, one of my favourite Villa shirts of recent years is the Luke Roper one from our promotion season, and that was all claret. So I was happy to see him go for another all claret shirt. But there's a couple of issues. Number one, it doesn't have a sponsor. Why don't Villa have a sponsor yet? Well, basically it's because there is now a ban on front of shirt betting sponsors in the Premier League. You can still have them on the sleeve, but not on the front. And that means that clubs are going to be getting a lot less money for their front of shirt sponsor, but no one can quite work out what the price is. So there are loads of clubs at the moment that don't have a sponsor because they're like, well, if we accept £10 million, what if someone else gets 15 million and then we've been mugged off? Also, up until a few days ago, Villa didn't know if they were going to be a Premier League club in the Europa League or a Premier League club in the Champions League. So negotiations are ongoing. Now, I don't mind a shirt with a sponsor on it. I did have a problem when it was a gambling sponsor, but the plain kind of nature of the shirt for me, without a sponsor, it looks a bit unfinished. But I think eventually when it does get a sponsor and it has the badges and it has the numbers on the back, I think it will look really smart. A lot of people don't like the collar because collars can tend to curl up. I understand that. Some people even have an issue with the kind of claret that's on the shirt. There's always a debate. I know Wolves have this with, is it yellow? Is it orange? Is it old gold? What's the true colour of Wolverhampton Wanderers? And Villa are the same. Oh, it's a bit too purple. Oh, it's a bit too maroon. Last year they released an Adidas Originals range that got really close to being brown. And also it depends on what photos get released of it and whether you've seen it in person. So I'm from Birmingham, but I live in Norwich, which means that I'm yet to see the shirt in person. And I think that when I get to Villa Park and I see the shirt in real life, I think I'll be a lot more sold on it. But the main issue, to be honest, the reason why I haven't bought the shirt yet, the price. Now, nowadays, there's not just one shirt. They release a replica shirt, which I think is like 80-90 quid, something like that, depending on if you get the short sleeve or the long sleeve. And then there's the authentic shirt, which is the same one that the players get. The main difference seems to be the kind of badge and some little details in the material in the shirt, and also the fit. Apparently the fit on the authentic shirt is a bit more sculpted and the replica is a bit more forgiving, especially for those of us that are reaching our middle age. But for a shirt that is, plain's not the word, for a shirt that's as simple as this, the authentic one seems to be the one to go for because it seems to have all this kind of detail woven into the material, which really adds to it. So if I was going to go for the shirt, I would want to go for the authentic one. And I would probably want to go for a long sleeve one. I would also quite like the cool badge that you can get, which is the Champions League badge that says Europa League winners. That would be nice. And if you want to go for a number on the back, number 7, John McGinn, I think, you're then looking at, what, 150 quid? Now, I've just been to Istanbul and had a great time. I've spent loads of money following Villa this year. Definitely too much money, but you got to go with it while the times are good. There's no way that I can justify 150 quid for a football shirt. It just doesn't feel fair on my family. It doesn't feel like a realistic thing to do. And I'm thankful that my kids don't care about football. I'm thankful that they're not pestering me for the shirt, because if you've got 2 kids, they want a Villa shirt, you want a Villa shirt, you want to go to matches. It's just crazy money nowadays. Crazy money. And I feel for families that have to deal with that. Now, I've had a few people say to me, why don't you just get a counterfeit one? I have had counterfeit shirts in the past from, is it DHgate, whoever does them? I have had them in the past. The quality's not good. And I did listen to a documentary, I think it was on The Athletic, that talked about the kind of people that are tied up in that kind of counterfeit shirt production. And if you don't like Adidas and you don't like Nike and you don't like these big companies, I think you're definitely not going to like the people that are involved in that kind of trade. It's pretty ugly. But there are people that can't afford shirts, are under huge peer pressure to get these shirts, and their kids are under huge peer pressure to get these shirts. So there's no way that I'm judging somebody that's going to go and buy one of these much cheaper shirts. I actually think manufacturers and football clubs need to do more to encourage people to buy the authentic shirt. Give them a good reason to do it, and maybe give them a reasonable price. Anyway, that's kind of my verdict on the new Villa shirt. I think it's a grower. I think I am going to like it. And obviously all shirts depend on the success of the team. If the team is successful in the shirt, it very quickly becomes a legendary shirt, doesn't it? Just look at the white one this season. I think back in January or whenever it came out, I was slagging it going, oh, I don't like it. But now that white shirt is one of my favourites of all time because we won the cup in it, didn't we? Anyway, let me know. Do you like the new Villa shirt? Have you got it? Have you got the authentic version? Have you got the replica version? Are you going to wait till it goes in the sale? Or are you going to save your money and wait for another one of those amazing Adidas Originals ranges to get released? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like my video, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. Be very kind. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Subscribe. Tell all your most beautiful and handsome friends to come and give me a watch. Alright? Thanks very much. Up the Villa.